It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with a live Q&A. LSU versus Wake Forest tonight. Big time matchup. Last night, as we know, LSU defeats Tennessee to get to this point. LSU wins the game 5-0. Atkinhausen gave us a very unexpected, great performance to get us to this point. Shout out to him. Gave us a very unexpected, great performance, man. Shout out to him. We need a little more of that today. I never seen yet. If anybody know who officially the starter gonna be, let me know. I haven't got any word on who potentially gonna actually start, but it's a big one. These to me are the two best teams in college baseball. Um, LSU been the number one ranked team the majority of the season. Wake Forest has been the number one ranked team the last bit of the season. So here we go. If Wake Forest wins tonight, it's gonna be a it's gonna be a unexpected 1 versus 2 matchup for the national championship. And when I say unexpected, meaning baseball is one of those rare sports you don't get number one versus number two to win it all. Um, so if that happens, but if LSU wins, as LSU fans, we're gonna all feel really good because we're gonna take on Wake Forest tomorrow in a do or die game for the championship series. And you would think Paul Skeens is gonna throw for us tomorrow. So definitely looking forward to that. What's up, Sebastian Gonzalez? Appreciate you tuning in. Sub Dugas, let's go Tigers. Big night tonight, bro. Yeah, it is, man. Real big. Who gonna pitch? Is it gonna be Gavin Guidry? Is it gonna be Blake Money? Anybody else that we not expecting? Who is gonna be? And can they get the job done for us, yo? Can they get it done? I think it's one of those games where I want to see. I know the wind has been blowing in Omaha a lot, and nobody has really put up no crooked number type of game offensively. I think the most runs. I think what Oral Roberts scored 6 against TCU, and was it Tennessee scored 6 against Stanford. Other than that, like 6 has been the most runs scored in a game. Like it ain't been no game where somebody scored 10 runs, 8 runs, 9 runs, or nothing like that. And I would like to see one of those type of performances from LSU tonight, where we the bats come alive and we really get some things going offensively. Gidry might pitch a couple innings and then rotate the pitches. That's more what I'm thinking about might happen. He got to come out and do his thing, yo. Whoever pitches. I'm assuming we're gonna be the home team tonight, so we got to go out there and have a really good top of the first inning to set the tone. Don't allow no runs. Can't fall behind. To try to set the tone for this game. Usually it don't really matter, but a game like this, where you have a bullpen type of game, gotta set the tone early by having a good top of the first inning, a clean one. Even if you get some runners on, just don't let nobody cross home plate. And try to jump out on this team, yo. Try to put a little pressure on them, to see how they, gonna do or whatever. And go from there, man. Should be a lot of fun tonight. Gonna be a lot of anxiety, gonna be a lot of stress because we know that the season is on the line. We know if we lose this game, that's it. So looking forward to it, man. Like I said, definitely looking forward to it. Let's see what we could do, yo. Let's see if we could get this thing done, man. But Wake Forest is good. Wake Forest is good, yo. They got a plethora of pitchers, quality pitchers. They could hit the baseball. They got a guy that's tied, for in the NCAA in most home runs hit. So when you take all of that into account, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna definitely be tough, man. And we're gonna have to get it done. We're gonna have to get it done. But we're gonna see what happens, yo. We're gonna see what happens. Should be, like I mentioned, a lot of fun. Looking forward to it, yo. Big matchup tonight, man. Season on the line. And regardless of what happens, man, I like where this LSU baseball program is headed. I think Jay Johnson was the right hire for this university. He's recruiting at a high level. He's hitting the portal at a high level. And LSU itself is a national brand. Especially the only sport we kind of struggling in, right? Honestly, right now is men's basketball, and that's only because the NCAA messing around with us and don't want to hit us with our violations. So, we could know what to expect and move forward. Uh, but football is looking good right now with Brian Kelly. Women's basketball is looking dominant right now with Kim Mulkey. Well, softball is it's still, though it's been a while since we've been to Omaha, but I mean not Omaha, Oklahoma City, but it's still a perennial national seed. It's just not look like it's not really threading for a national championship right now, but it's still a national seed. It's still a top 16 program in the country. But I mean, even with women's softball, I mean, Oklahoma got that thing on lock right now. But in men's baseball, we looking like we gonna be one of those teams, over the next however many years, with Jay Johnson, that's gonna consistently be in position to get to this point. We in the final four, of college baseball. What's up, Jared, Stu, Faka Gaming? Buy all. I don't know if it's buy or high. I don't know if you meant high or whatever. But what's going on? Glad you came into the live. Um, but like I was mentioning, yo, this team has a chance to. It's a big game tonight, man. If we win, man, I really feel like the country, and maybe I'm just being biased and selfish because obviously I want LSU to win tonight, but I feel like the country deserves to see Paul Skeens versus Wake Forest. Like, I just feel like with the Ben McDonald strikeout record on the line, I just feel like that's must-see baseball. Paul Skeens versus Wake Forest, LSU versus Wake Forest, one game for a trip to the national championship, best versus best. I just feel like that's what the country deserves to see. So somehow, some way, we got to get this thing done. Somehow, some way. You trust the bullpen? Up to this point, they've been good. The pitching has not been the problem for LSU in these 3 games, yo. We gave up what? The most run. We gave up 3 with Skeens pitching because Gidget gave up the 1 home run, whatever. We gave up 3 against Wake Forest, and we didn't give up any against Tennessee the second time around. The pitching has actually been pretty good. The problem is we're not manufacturing runs at a dominant level that we have all season. Now, granted, some of that is attributed to Charles Schwab Field. Like, the wind is blowing in. Like, I think Dylan Cruz and Tommy White. Dylan Cruz should have had 2 home runs last night if it was under normal playing conditions. Like, he hit that one he hit to the warning track. Any other ballpark in America, that's a home run. But the wind died it down at the warning track. Tommy White got a hold of one and sunk one on a ride. And the wind got a hold of it. It didn't leave the park. So, yeah, it is harder to score over here. But also at the same time, you're going up against the best of the best in pitching. These are the best teams most likely, and a lot of these great teams have great pitching. So you are going up against outstanding pitching, and when you combine that with a wind that's constantly blowing in, it is going to be harder, to score runs. Like I said, I don't know what the forecast look like tonight. I don't know if the wind is going to blow in as much as it did last night. I don't know if it's going to be kind of a normal wind like it was when we played Tennessee the first time. You know, the ball left the yard when we played Tennessee the first time. Um, but we got to find a way to manufacture runs. It's a big matchup though. It's big, man. Season on the line. It's big. I really want us to get Paul Skeens versus Wake Forest tomorrow night. Like, I just feel like I'm gonna say it over and over again. I feel like America deserves to see that, yo. Paul Skeens versus Wake Forest. I'm gonna just constantly say that and bring that up because that's just what I believe we should see, man. And I know I'm biased. I know Wake Forest, like, the hell with all that. Let's get this thing over tonight and take on Florida. Florida is the team sitting pretty in all this, man. Florida is going to be well rested. They start the championship series on Saturday. They've played the minimum amount of games in Omaha. They beat Virginia. Then in comeback fashion, they beat Oral Roberts. They hung on to beat Oral Roberts, and they beat TCU today. TCU tied it in the eighth, and then Florida gets the run in the top of the ninth, and they pitch and close the doors. So they sitting pretty as they await the winner of this series. I tell you what, man, this does have a lot of 2017 vibes to it. If LSU could, that's what gives me some hope as well. And I know it's two different coaching staffs, two different teams, two different situations. But I said it in my post game Tennessee video last night. 2017, we played Florida State, was our first opponent, and we beat them. This year, Tennessee was our first opponent. We beat them. Then we took on the best team in the country in Oregon State, and they beat us. They blew us out, but they beat us. It's a win is a win. We took on the number one team in the country, Wake Forest. They beat us. We had to see Florida 2017. We had to see Florida State again, and we beat them. This year we had to see Tennessee again, and we beat them. And we had to beat Oregon State twice, the best team in the country, to get to the championship game. Similar what we got to do this year against Wake Forest. And the similarities to both those years is Florida was the team in the championship series. Florida was the team in the championship series then. They're the team in the championship series now. Now, granted, if we get to place Florida, I don't want the same outcome. Like, they beat us 2 games to none. They swept us and they won the national championship. Now, obviously, I hope that turn around this year, but nevertheless, man, LSU has a chance to repeat that type of history. To go to be able to face Florida again in the championship series. So it's gonna be nerve wracking, but at the same time it's gonna be a lot of fun. Definitely looking forward to, ready to see what's gonna happen. Like I said, Wake Forest, they're a good team, and ironically, man, they catcher who basically who basically was the hero for Wake Forest in our last matchup. He a Tulane transfer, man. He went to. I didn't really look into. I don't know if he's from Louisiana or not. I didn't look into all that when it come to him, but he is a Tulane transfer. And for him to have the big play to make the big tag on Trey Morgan, to save a run for them, and then for him to get basically the game-winning RBI hit, to beat LSU, that's a hell of a night for him. It's a hell of a night for him, and it's the reason Wake Forest, is in this position. What's up, my brother, Gay City Blue Devil? What's good, bro? Congratulations and best wishes, Mr. Dugas. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it, man. I tell you what, man, Tennessee, like I was just saying a while ago, how LSU, with everything right now, pretty much except for men's basketball, LSU is looking like a solidified athletic program, and a lot of that credit got to go to Scott Woodward. Tennessee is looking pretty doggone good also. The football team just coming off of winning the New Year's Six Bowl last year. Josh Heupel is looking like a really up and coming great young head coach. And a lot of people was probably going to say, well, maybe that had to do with Hendon Hooker. But I mean, when Hendon Hooker went out, I mean, I know it's Vanderbilt, but Tennessee just throttled Vanderbilt. And then in the bowl game, man, they did their thing, against Clemson. So they looking like that offense ain't going nowhere. Men's basketball with Rick Barnes, man, they constantly, it seems like a Sweet 16 or deeper type of team. Women's basketball obviously have the great tradition left behind by legendary coach Pat Summitt. Just like LSU in softball, they're a perennial top, 10 to 14 program in women's softball. And in baseball, man, similar to LSU, they gonna have a shot to have a run with Tony Vitelli. They gonna have a shot to run at Omaha every year. Every year they got a shot to make a run at Omaha. So shout out to y'all program, man. Tennessee is doing some really big things right now. In the athletic department, man. So shout out to you and your volunteers. Uh, but yeah, looking forward to tonight, man. Looking forward to it. I'm nervous, man. And Jay Johnson is somebody who always keeps it close to vest over, who's gonna be the starting pitcher, who gonna pitch. So we don't know who gonna be out there tonight. Like we don't have no clue yet. We don't know who it's officially gonna be. So, we'll see. We'll see. LSU, versus Tennessee. It's gonna be big time, yo. What's up, Harambe? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm nervous too. Yeah, like it's big, man. We know, and I think what it is, man, we know that they got the advantage when it comes to who's on the mound. They got one of their best of their best, most likely going on the mound tonight. And, we wish that Paul Skeens could be out there. Javen Coleman will be starting tonight. Oh, it's official. It will be Coleman. A little, I like it because what it does, it's similar to last night with Ackenhausen. We always expecting Riley Cooper last night. We knew it would be a lefty, but we was expecting Riley Cooper last night, and he went with Ackenhausen. And just like tonight, we was expecting possibly Blake Money or, Gavin Guidry, and for him to go with Javen Colvin. I like it. Yeah, it's official. Okay, thanks for that information, man. Greatly appreciate that. So now that I know, I could let that kind of soak in a little bit. Hey, I like it. One thing I can say about Jay Johnson, this whole postseason, is he started the right guy every game. It was a lot of talk, and I was one of those people who disagreed with him starting Skeens against Tulane, because I felt he should have saved. I felt you should beat Tulane without Skeens and save him for Oregon State. But in a weird way, it worked out because of all the rain delays. And if Skeens would have started against Oregon State that first game, he'd have had to come out. Like, he'd only pitch like 4 or 5 innings. And now I'm not going to sit here and give Jay Johnson saying he's a weather. We'll never know if he really, truly, indeed knew the forecast and was that the reason. He said that, hey, you win. You play to win. You don't mess around. You respect all opponents. You go out there trying to win. But he started, like I said, in the Ackenhausen was a great decision last night. So hopefully Coleman is gonna pay off just like that tonight. Give us a fighting chance, man. I can't expect him to go out there and give us 6 innings and give up 1 run or no runs or nothing like that. That would be nice. that would be awesome if he pulled what Ackenhausen did last night. But just give us a chance. The bats got to come through tonight. The bats got to come through tonight. The bats need to come out there and come through, and then if that happens, then you get a chance where you could seal the deal with Skeens tomorrow, man. We'll have the momentum. Everything will be, all the momentum will be on our side because we basically just beat them with a bullpen game. Now, granted, they gonna throw a great pitch out there too. It's not just, it ain't like Skeens gonna go up against somebody who's not any good. Like they gonna throw a great pitch out there too. If we win tonight, tomorrow. But as LSU fans, we don't care who he's facing. Um, like go out there and we got Skeens on the mound. We feel good. Let's see. I'm thinking he gives us 4 innings. That's fine with me, yo. 4 innings and keep the game within reach. We got a shot. The bats got to show up tonight. Dylan Cruz, we the home team. From what I understand, we gonna be the home team. So bottom of the ninth inning, if we down, we got a chance. Bats got to come through tonight. Dylan Cruz, Tommy White, Trey Morgan, who's been outstanding. Any word on Travinsky if he's going to start at catcher tonight? That's what I want to find out also. But we gotta the best gotta come through. Dugas, you know, Gobert. I mean, all these guys gotta come through. We gotta hit the ball, man. We got a great lineup. Um, was made us an elite team all season long. Besides the fact that we got Paul Skeens pitching, basically every Thursday, Friday night or whatever, is that we've been an elite offensive team all season. Led by Dylan Cruz, who has what it is now, a 69 game on base streak or something like that going. Uh, a guy that's most likely gonna be the number 1 pick in the draft if it ain't Skeens. So yeah, we gotta ride that offense tonight. We gotta ride that offense. Pitching gotta give us an opportunity, a chance. We know we're gonna have a lot of LSU fans out there. We thrashing the Jello shot record. We're gonna have a lot of support. It's gonna fill. Wake Forest gonna have fans too, obviously, but it's gonna be more LSU than Wake Forest. So go out there, feed off of the crowd, and give us a fighting chance, Coleman. And hopefully, like I said, it's a night where the bats show up. The bats come out and we have a 3-4 run inning. We could score like 6 to 7 runs or whatever. And and win it that way and ride and get a lot of momentum going into tomorrow night in a rematch, against Oregon State, and we'll be sitting pretty. But gotta get it done tonight, man. Gotta get it done. It's do or die. Season is on the line. Don't get much better than this, man. It's gonna be a great opportunity, but definitely looking forward to it, man. Ready to see what happens. But all right, y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the live. Greatly appreciate it. Lord willing, come back same time tomorrow. We'll do it again as we prepare, hopefully, for a do or die LSU versus Wake Forest matchup tomorrow night. Also, in a separate discussion on the live tomorrow, I also will be preparing for the NBA draft tomorrow night. The NBA draft is tomorrow night as well, so gonna look forward to that as well. But thanks for y'all tuning into the live. Y'all enjoy it again tonight. Stay tuned for the post game video tonight. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.